Hi, my foodie friends. It's me, your friendly neighborhood kid witch, Tara. Welcome to Recipes for the Cooking Impaired. Now, today's Cooking Impaired is a comment fan favorite request. So, a commenter said that they were having trouble making these treats for their daughter and that the consistency was off and asked me if I'd do a video on it. So, got you covered. Today we're going to do Fruity Pebble treats. And as you can see, it's a very short list. We're not going to be flipping this card for metrics. I just fit it in. So you need one box of Fruity Pebbles. So 10 ounces. Don't get the giant family size. Get the smaller box. So it should say 10 ounce or even 11 ounce would be fine. It should say that on the bottom. Or 311 grams. And we just did the regular Fruity Pebbles. There's lots of different kinds. You can even use the same combination with the chocolate flavored ones if you want. Then you got butter or margarine, and that's 3 tablespoons or 44 milliliters for those that are doing it. And this is going to be melted. When we do the actual process, I'll show you how it goes, but it's really easy. So this should be a real quick one for everybody. And then marshmallows, and you want the mini marshmallows, not the big ones, but the small ones. And that's 4 cups or 240 grams. The marshmallows are going to be melted in with the butter. And there's a little helpful trick I'm going to show you guys in the kitchen for how to press it down without getting your hands completely covered in gunk, as well as getting it nice and flat so that when it hardens, it looks more like it's supposed to in treat form. So guys, let's go ahead and go into the kitchen. We'll start making this. And thank you again, Kiana, for sharing. And see you out there. All right, for the Fruity Pebble treats, kind of like Rice Krispies, but with Fruity Pebbles, you're going to melt 3 tablespoons of butter or 3 tablespoons of margarine. We're going to start melting this first before we add our marshmallows. As you can see, this 13 by 9 inch pan is all greasy. It's been buttered. You're going to want to butter the pan, either with butter, with shortening, or cooking spray. But make sure it is covered or you will have the hardest time getting these bars out once cut. All right, now we're going to put in 4 cups of marshmallows into our melted butter. And these are miniature marshmallows, little minis. Say you don't have mini marshmallows at home, you can do a 10-ounce package of regular marshmallows, but I find the miniature marshmallows work a whole lot better. They're a little easier to melt. So that is what I'm using and what I'd recommend. Alright, and so now is just a process of continually stirring, and this is heated on a low heat, just barely past the simmering stage. And that's only because you don't want to scorch your marshmallows. This process takes probably the longest. Alright, as you can see, it's starting to melt. It's getting very, very sticky. Do not worry. This is completely fine. We just want it to be a little more melted before we add it to the Fruity Pebbles. Alright, this is almost ready. We only have a few more little lumps left. So we're aiming for it to be completely creamy before we add it to the Fruity Pebbles. Alright, it is now ready. All of the lumps are gone. So now we're going to bring over our bowl and pour it into a bowl filled with Fruity Pebbles. Alright, and we're pouring all of the melted marshmallows in. And the main thing to focus on here is making sure the cream touches every single Fruity Pebble piece. Once it's all fully mixed in, then we're going to press it into our pan so it fully fits. Alright guys, so as you can see, we are almost done. We've stirred in the marshmallows, throwing it out there. You want to stir the marshmallows up as soon as you pour them. Don't take a break and watch a Netflix show. Pour it in right away and stir it right away because it's going to start cooling and hardening. Once this is fully mixed, all the pieces have some kind of a marshmallow consistency stuck to it. We're putting it in the pan, pressing it down. This is going to be a messy activity, but it's okay. I have faith in you, and we all wash. It's a great thing about being a human being with skin. Alright guys, just pour it into your bowl first, and remember, or not bowl, pan. Pour it into your pan first, and then like I said before, make sure your pan has been greased or buttered, depending on which you prefer. And once it's all out of the bowl, then we're going to press it down and it is going to cool. One thing you might do, if say you need to have this done in a rapid, quick state, you can throw it in the freezer for about an hour to kind of help the cooling, sticking, forming process go quicker. Alright guys, you see this wonderful sticky hand mess? Here's what we're going to do. To make it so you can press down the Rice Krispies and form them without getting even more coated. My wonderful hand model is going to wash her hands, and then we are going to actually butter her fingers. This gives a greasy barrier between the stickiness of the marshmallows and the skin that you possess. Alright, so she has one hand greased, and we are on the go. Alright, so we're pressing it, and we're just going to make sure it's from corner to corner, as even as possible. If you're wanting to do something a little fun with this, you can melt some white chocolate, pour it over the top, and then put it in the freezer to harden. Things like that are fine. However, this is a very, very sweet, fruity flavoring. I don't know that I would necessarily want to put drizzles of white chocolate on, but I have heard of that being done. So, alright, so now it's nice and flat. We are ready. We're going to go ahead and just set it off to the side because we don't have a time frame to worry about and munch on this later. But thank you guys again for being here and joining in. My foodie friends, big hugs and kisses. Well, kisses if you're up for it. Otherwise, I miss your faces already. Bye.